This episode of Mayhem Kitchen brought to you by fucking Yellow Ass Mustard. Ask for it by name wherever condiments are sold. Fucking Yellow Ass Mustard is the secret ingredient used by both home cooks and professional chefs around the world. If you're ready to take your food to the next level, reach for fucking Yellow Ass Mustard. Now back to the show.
Welcome to Mayhem Kitchen. Today we're going to do something that everybody loves, especially when you get the football game or something like that and you're going to watch some football or Super Bowl or something. Most people call them pigs in the blanket. I don't call them pigs in the blanket. You know why? I make hogs in the blanket. I ain't going to fuck around, man. I'm not. And the reason why I'm not going to, I got these bastards right here. This is a classic cheddar. It's made by Schneider's. It's like a bratwurst with cheese all packed in it. But I ain't going to stop there. No, sir. I got some shredded cheddar cheese right here. Marble cheddar. So we're gonna cheese it up. We're going to make it so cheesy you think the dead milkman made it. Then we got our old Pillsbury crescent rolls. Who the fuck really makes crescent rolls? That's a French thing. I don't know nothing about that. But I'm going to tell you a little story about some stuff. As far as when it comes to tailgating. Now, my brother-in-law Danny and my brother-in-law Tim, we used to watch football games on Saturday night. And we used to do this thing. There's a game we used to play called Edward 40 Hands. And what you do is you take a 40 ouncer, right? Old English, whatever 40 ounce beer. You duct tape them to your hands. You couldn't piss. You couldn't shit. You couldn't do anything. You had these two damn bottles in your hand and they're both open. You have to drink both of these things while they're in your hand. And I tell you what, that turned into some crazy shit. Because after 80 ounces of beer, you think, well, that's not a lot, but sometimes you got to piss. So you drink them really fast so you can go to the bathroom. Somebody will cut you out of the tape. But once you get taped up, you're screwed. You have to do that. So Danny knows what I'm talking about. Tim knows what I'm talking about. Lori knows what I'm talking about. My wife knows what I'm talking about. We did this all the time. We used to do this on Saturday for game day. So you do Edward 40 Hands. It's a game. It's a bad game. Don't play it. Nah, fuck it. Play it. Film it. Tell me what you think. Also, I've got my favorite pan in the world. Now, this is a black pan. It looks black. The reason why it's black is it's been seasoned from one side to the other. And a lot of people go, well, that's gross. You should have scrubbed that out and everything. No. That's got olive oil in it. It's got all kinds of oils in it. All these flavors will come from that, and that's fine. And we do that because when I put it in the oven, things won't stick to it. I don't even have to oil it anymore. It just kind of does its own thing. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to show you how we're going to do this. They're called hogs in a blanket. These ain't pigs in a blanket. Pigs in a blanket, little bitty fellas. These are hogs, baby. You want real meat on game day. Here we go. I got my little paring knife. My little what I would like to call it, it's basically a peeling knife is what it is. But all I need it for is to cut up a few sausages, you know what I mean? Oh, you can smell the smoke in those things. Now, I can show you how to make that sausage if you want, but I ain't going to do that. So what we're going to do is we're going to set this to the side. So I'm not sure how big I need to cut them at this point, because I got to check out how big these are going to be. Now, when I was a kid, I would jump like I got shot with a shotgun when you hear this thing pop. Now that I'm an adult, right at 50 years old, I still jump because it still scares me. I don't know why. Does it scare you? Let me know. I want to peel it. Then my mom used to just take it and bust it on the side of the damn table and it'd be done. I want to try to do it the proper way because this is a cooking show. Oh, look at that. Here we go. It's going to pop soon. When it pops, I'm gonna jump. You're going to see it. I'm going to jump. I am going to jump. I always jump. Now it didn't fucking do anything. So now I'm like sitting here. What the hell? I'm waiting on the fucking thing where I'm supposed to jump. It's like Friday the 13th, watching it and waiting for somebody to die. You can't fucking... All right, so I'm going to hit on the table like my mom used to do. Ready? Oh, it popped. Didn't even hear it. So we're gonna peel that off. This is a cheating way. You can do this with your own flour if you want to. Oh, look at that. We're gonna take that and just say, fuck you. Stick it over there. Fuck it. We got these sausages. We're gonna put these over here on the plate. Oh, that's okay. Get it out of my way. Right? We gotta figure out where the thing is, and you can see the cut. So then all of a sudden you start going, let's unroll it. Crescent rolls are in triangles. That's a French thing. I'm not French. But what I do, because I'm using such big hot dogs, I use 2 of them. A lot of people would only use 1 if you had those little small wieners. Problem is I can't get the small ones up here. So here we go. We got 2. This is normally what you'd roll it up and make a nice crescent roll out of. Put a little butter on there. That's pretty nice. There we go. We got 2. We got 4. We got 4 right here. So what we're going to do is, well, this one's got a little bit of holes in it, but that's okay. It'll bake around it. It's fine. So we're going to take this hot dog, this sausage. It's got cheese already in it, right? We're going to cut it in half. We're going to half that son of a bitch. We're going to put 1 there, 1 there. I'm going to go ahead and cut this in front of you. Boom. Oh, crap. 1 there, 1 there. Now, we got this fucking shredded cheddar. This is fresh cheddar cheese right here. I went up and punched a farmer in the mouth while he's milking a cow. And said, I want some fresh cheese. I punched him in the mouth. He says, here you go. And then he punched me in the mouth back and says, I want you to shut the fuck up because you talk too much shit. So that's one of the things I always do. I'm looking up there because there's something on the wall, and I don't know what that is. Anyway, I'll tell you a couple of stories as we're doing this. Okay, so we're talking about, we're celebrating being able to go back to football and baseball games, right? Right. Okay. Well, we can sit here and look at what I'm doing too. This one is the one with all the holes. So what we're going to do is going to try to keep it together a little bit. So we're going to push that shit and mash it and put it together. Okay. So we got a little half sausage. Here we go. I got this cheese. Don't worry about cross-contamination because all this stuff's going in where it needs to go. So we're going to take this cheese. We're going to put it right there. Look at that. Oh, look at all that cheese and look at that sausage. Now we're going to roll it up. It's a hog in a blanket. Big blanket. Big hog. It ain't no pig in the blanket, that's for sure. Now we're gonna clip the ends like this. And the reason why we do that is because the oil that comes out from the cheese, we don't want it running all over the place. And same thing with the sausage. You're gonna have some fat, but you want to have that because you know why? I'm gonna tell you right now, and Gordon Ramsay will tell you this. All these damn people are gonna tell you this. The fat from meat is what makes the world go round. So all you vegans out there, except for Simpers, I like Simpers, but the rest of y'all can suck it. Anyway, so here we go in a second too. But anyway, I used to be in a punk band for a long time, for over a decade. My buddy Mike and Tom and all those guys and Keith Zenos, I love those guys. We're all still kind of family today. It's kind of weird. But it's one of those things where we used to do, once a year, we get together and we do the Olympics. Punk rock Olympics. One year we did punk rock kickball. Bad fucking idea. Because what happened was you play kickball. If you got to first base, when you got to first base, the guy on base was supposed to give you a beer. You had to kill the beer. Then you got to second base, you had to kill that beer. Get third base, you had to kill that beer. When you got the home plate, if you happen to score a run, guess what? You get to kill another beer. Problem with that was we all got drunk before the second inning. We were all fucked up. Now, you think about trying to kick a kickball. I I mean, it's a 4 square ball, the old rubber ones. And they roll it to you and you kick the shit out of it. And it just never worked. Because you were so drunk, you was trying to kick the goddamn pitcher. I mean, it was like insane. It was like the craziest thing in the world. But that was called the Punk Rock Olympics. And I did it a couple of years in a row where I helped sponsor it. And Jason was there from around their spot. And Corey. And then Mark was there, Mark Stopper. And a bunch of us. Mike Brennan. A lot of those guys were there. We always had a great time. This is the Atlanta punk scene, right? So we all hung out together, and we did this. And at the end of the day, it just turned into a bunch of drunk people passed out in an elementary school baseball field, which we would get kicked out of by the police. So, hey, I got some crazy stories if you want to hear them, and that's one of them. Anyway, here we go. We're gonna do our second one, right? We're gonna put that right there. You got the camera angle. Here we go. Let's just cheese it up. The more cheese, the better. Ain't nobody in their life ever said, that's got too much cheese in it. Have you ever heard that phrase in your life? No, nobody ever did. You know why? Because cheese is good. So we're going to roll this old boy up. Here we go. As we're making, this is tailgate food. This is what you'd eat if you was going to a baseball game. This is something that Matt sells. Matt Sex sells. He's my brother-in-law. He's a professional wrestler, and he's really good, and he does a good job. And I enjoy watching him. But he's the funniest. He's one of the funniest people I've ever met. So if you're gonna go to see wrestling, you make sure to go see Matt Sells. But at the same time, he's one of those guys. He's a big diehard Atlanta Braves fan, right? I stopped liking the Braves a long time ago. The only thing good about the Braves was when they won the World Series. The only reason why they won the World Series is because Sid Bream's knee didn't blow out. Look that up on the internet right there. That's the truth. Now I'm drinking Gatorade. Actually, no, I'm just using Gatorade. And I have to move this over here because I have an extra person here that's trying to help me out here. He's my cat. His name's Lemmy. His name's Lemmy Zydeco. I named him after Lemmy Kilmister, and I named him after Buckwheat Zydeco. If you don't know who they are, you look them up because that's probably some of the greatest music you ever hear. So anyway, here we go. We're going to cheese this one up, right? Oh, look at that. We got a lot of cheese. There's already cheese in that sausage, so we're going to roll this one up. Oh, we're going to roll it. Roll it soft. And you see how this is right here, and you're like all worried. Oh, well, we're showing exposed. No, you ain't got to worry, because look at this. We're going to roll it up real good. You clip that end to make sure nothing stupid happens, and we'll get that juices from that fat and that cheese in there, and you push it up together, and you go hog gun a blanket right there. Here's the last one from that Pillsbury. I got two. I got to do 4 more, right? And I have an extra hot dog, extra sausage with cheese, whatever. So anyway, we're gonna do this. When I was a kid, I used to play Little League Baseball. And this is no joke. I never really played catch with my dad. A lot of people played catch with their dad. I didn't do that. My dad wasn't into that. He was kind of a nerd. I love my dad, don't get me wrong, but we didn't go play catch at the front yard. But the people who used to play catch with was my cousin Mark and my cousin Nathan. And I was pretty good at it. So I wound up playing Little League. And then I wound up working. I wound up going out for Little League, and I started playing for the Norcross Expos. Yeah, like Montreal Expos. That was our logo. And the coach said, don't be afraid of the ball. Don't be afraid of the ball. Because if you're afraid of the ball, that's when you get hurt. So this day, I wasn't afraid of the ball. I stood there. I was like, I'm going to stand my ground. I'm going to do what I got to do. I was super like, it's okay. I'm not afraid of the ball. I'm going to do this. I'm going to be great at it. And sure as shit, I missed the ball, and the baseball hit me in the head. This is what the coach told me. Don't be afraid of the ball, right? So the ball hits me in the head, hit me so hard, the impression of the seams of the baseball went into my head. So after that, it's like I had indention for like 3 days of these seams on my head. Guess what my new nickname was? Hey, Seam Head. How you doing today? So when kids, if you're watching the show, and you shouldn't be because I cuss all the time and say fucking shit. I'm telling you what, when the coach says don't be afraid of the ball, guess what? Be afraid of the fucking ball because it can fucking hurt you. And then you get fucking hit in the head and you got your seam head now. Now all of a sudden I became Seam Head. It is kind of funny though now, ain't it? Seam Head James, that's what it is. Hey, Seam Head, what are you doing today? Well, I'm trying to make fucking hogs in a blanket. That's what I'm trying to do. Anyway, we got 2 more to go, right? So we're gonna cut this one in half. We're gonna go ahead and get this out of the way. So we cut these in half. I got one extra. I'm just gonna cook that right there with the rest of them and cook it so that cheese bleeds out. And I may even use a little bit of it. I got another one of these things. That cheese will bleed out, so will that fat. And that fat's what you want to eat. You don't think you want to, but I tell you what, fat makes food better. I know that sounds crazy, but fat will make food better. All the time. It always does. Took me a long time to figure that because you're like, oh, I'm going to try to be healthy today. Well, no, you know what? You can try to be healthy, but take all that crap out that you think is bad for you. Next thing you know, you're eating fucking rice. Fucking shit. So here we go. We're going to peel it. Maybe it'll pop. If it pops and I jump, y'all can laugh. Ready? No pop, so I got to bust it on the table. Ready? Put this over here. We go. I kind of cringed a little bit. I knew it was coming. Y'all always know it's coming. Here we go. Put that some bitch right there. Put this over here in our shit bucket. Now, on this stuff like this, is Pillsbury. You usually bake it at about, oh, my little hot stop dog. About 375 to 425. It depends on what your oven does. A lot of people's ovens are different. So you have to be careful. You have to keep an eye on it. So I'm going to go ahead and slice this. That way it's easier for me. But you cook it for about 20 minutes, 17 minutes. When you're doing baking, you always want to do about 17 minutes. And I say 17 minutes, that doesn't mean that's done. I mean 17 minutes and then check it and make sure things are going the way they're supposed to. Sometimes 17 minutes is all you need. But sometimes 27 minutes is what you need. It's up to you and it's up to your oven because every oven is different. They don't tell you this when you watch YouTube and Masterclass and all that crap, right? Every oven's different. Your oven is different from mine. It's always going to be different. And the reason why is because you can't make every oven exactly identical. Same thing with a microwave. I mean, so you've got to be careful and you have to understand your oven. And you'll learn your oven after time because you've already burnt fish twice, right? Or you did this and you did it wrong. Well, now you know not to do that anymore. Or you know when to cut down the heat. But that's the whole point of this whole thing. This is about you making food. This is me making food for you, but I'm doing it based on my temperatures. Take my ideas, but grow on it. Change it. Do what the hell you want. I don't give a shit. You decide one day you just want to put if you're a vegetarian, vegan, or whatever, and you're like, I don't like sausages, but you like cheese and you like bell peppers, well, do this with bell peppers. Yeah, it ain't going to turn out bad. It's what you want to do. That's the whole fucking point. That's the whole point to all of this. So anyway, here we go. I got my little sausage. Boom. There he is. Look at him. He's like, look at me. I'm a little sausage. I'm going to take a handful of this cheese. Put that cheese right there because you can't ever not have enough cheese. Even the vegans out there who don't eat cheese, they like that fake cheese. Everybody loves cheese. Cheese is one of the greatest things that ever was invented. It sure as shit was right there. We're going to close that up like that. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. We're making a croissant with a big old fucking sausage dick in the middle of it. Here we go. We got our second run. There's our big old sausage. It's got cheese in it and sausage. If you can see my here we go. There we go. And this is how much cheese I got left. See, I graded it pretty well. I knew where I was going to go with this. I was going to cheese the hell out of this. And then you know what you put on this? Hot mustard. Oh, you get yourself some of that hot mustard. Oh, and you dip it in there and eat it. It's the greatest thing in the world. So anyway, we're going to roll this baby up. Hot mustard. A little bit of sauerkraut. A little bit of sauerkraut and hot mustard. Oh, it'll be good. It'll be good. We're celebrating, right? It's tailgate day. This is the stuff you bring with you to the tailgate. And you go, hey, y'all eat this. And you eat that, and people they don't eat nothing else. They want to come back to you and say, I want to eat this. And they don't care about no damn football game anymore. All they care about is you making them one of these damn hogs. Hog and a blanket right there. I'm going to flip that over. There we go. This one's a little bit smaller, and that's a little bit smaller thing because I cut it a little shy. So I'm going to go ahead and do this real quick. I'll do that. That's a little bit too much, but that's on purpose because I was just trying to get a big handful. So we're going to put this over here. We're going to put the rest of that cheese right there. Oh, look at that right there. And that's good cheese right there. Oh, there's a little bit too much over there. Let's put a little bit more over there. Oh, there we go. All right, now we're going to roll her up. Roll it up. Now we're going to clip them ends, twist them, push them, twist them, push them, put them on the tray. Boom. Done. Oh, crap. There's a little bit of it. And now I'm going to twist it, push it, twist it, push it. And I'm going to go put these in the oven. 375 degrees for 17 minutes. Then I'm going to check them. Now, if I have to, I might do a little butter brush. Just gold them up. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. I don't know. We're going to see what happens. 375, 17 minutes. Let's see where we're at. Everything in this is cooked except for the dough. All we're trying to do is cook the dough. And then I'll take a picture of it later and you can see what I just did.